me out of here.
I want to end this terrible fight over the kids.
What are you doing here?
Why aren't you in your costumes?
Lois has to know something. I'm sure of it.
You need to get off the track before you get leveled.
What do you need me to do?
General Hospital latest update. Michael Corinthos storms back just as Willow's life unravels. Drew's lies, Nina's downfall, and a secret baby on the way could explode in one epic showdown. Could Michael be Willow's true hero? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers. Willow's renewed spark with Michael returns just in time to save her from Drew. General Hospital spoilers suggest that Michael Corinthos is heading back to town Friday, May 23rd, and it looks like his return will be explosive on so many fronts. After all, fans saw him on a private plane, while watching a live feed of the 2025 Nurses' Ball, getting a bird's-eye view of his estranged wife, Willow Corinthos playing kissy face with his uncle, Drew Kane. With that said, Michael will be sporting a new face himself since actor Rory Gibson has been recast in the role. Could this mean a renewed spark may erupt between Willow and Michael? There was plenty of chemistry between Willow and Chad Duell's version of Michael. However, near the end of his exit, things got ugly between these two and the romance fizzled. Still, there's nothing Willow loves more than to be saved by her man of the moment, and if all the puzzle pieces fall into place, Michael's return won't only offer a shock, it could also provide a new chapter for the Willow romance. After all, Drew's days as Willow's hero may be numbered. While he got a kick out of framing Tracy Quartermaine for his ketamine drugging, that smirk on his face during her arrest on the red carpet said it all. She wasn't the one behind it, and this will bite him in the butt. Fans know that Tracy and Ned Quartermaine are aware of Drew's hidden affair with Nina Reeves, and the two have been waiting patiently for the best time to expose him. It seems as if the time could be now, as Tracy won't let Drew's frame job slide. Add in the fact that upon Michael's arrival, he'll be able to confirm that he was never aware of Willow's visit to the German burn clinic and was not informed that she wanted to see him. Michael and Jason Morgan may have also worked behind the scenes to figure out the miscommunication, and they might also expose the fact that Drew paid off the facilitator at the Baden-Baden treatment center. Willow's world will be rocked. After all, she won't only lose Drew in all this, but if Nina's romps with the cutthroat congressman surface, Willow won't have her mom to turn to anymore either. Michael has been through a lot in recent months and has also had time to think. Will his new look on life mean he wants a chance to rebuild his family with Willow, now more than ever? A recast is always an opportunity for a fresh start on a character, which could mean that a reunion between Michael and Willow is in the works. General Hospital spoilers hint that this would not only be an interesting angle but could offer some messiness, considering his unknown baby mama, Sasha Corbin, is waiting in the wings, ready to deliver very soon. Reuniting with Willow would mean his secret one-night stand would have to remain under wraps. Today's next update: Brooke Lynn, Lois, and Gio are nowhere to be found as the Nurses' Ball comes to a close with one last surprise. Today on General Hospital, Joe's announcement stuns the crowd, Drew and Willow try to compromise, and Michael returns home with a vengeance. The show opens with a brief repeat of yesterday's final moments. Gio dedicates his next performance to his parents, Brooke Lynn and Dante, who didn't want him, who didn't claim him, who gave him away, and who have lied to him for his entire life. He then smashes his violin and runs out of the room. Everyone in the audience is left stunned. Lucy tells everyone never to fear, and that the show must go on. Lois and Brooke Lynn rush out, and Dante is in shock and asks Lulu what Gio is talking about. Cody comes over and tells Dante to follow him, as they must talk. Lucy stammers on stage to figure out what to do and suggests everyone get a drink. Also on stage, Chase is left stunned. Carly tries to talk to Sonny, but he walks out of the ballroom. Then Carly stops Lulu from following and tells her that she's done enough. Outside the ballroom, Ned, Olivia and Sonny try to figure out what is going on. That's when Chase appears. Cody drags Dante to a dressing room. Dante asks his friend what is going on. Cody says he doesn't know the whole story, but he knows Brooke Lynn had his baby. At Liz's place, she is watching the ball on TV, calling it intense for the nurses' ball, and feels bad for Gio. Lucas, in a tux, stops by with champagne to celebrate the ball with her. At the PCPD, Mac is glad to see Jason for once. Jason heads into the interrogation room, and Tracy tells him to get her out of here. Act I, shell-shocked. At the PCPD, Jason tells Tracy that Diane is on a call with a judge, and he'll post bail once it is set. Tracy insists she was framed by Drew, and knows it all went down when he sailed up to their boathouse the other day. That's when he planted the drug in her car. She asks why he's giving her the dead-eye. Jason says he was thinking that it wasn't a good idea to team up with Drew. Backstage at the ball, Trina and Joss discuss what poor Gio is going through and wish they could do something for him. Lucy appears and asks why they aren't in their costumes, and says they need to get on the stage now. Outside the ballroom, Chase tells Olivia, Ned, and Sonny this isn't his story to tell. Olivia says they are family, so is this true? He says it is true, and Brooke Lynn had a baby in high school. Ned asks where Gio is, and Chase doesn't know. He doesn't even know how or why Gio thinks he is the child. Sonny believes Lois knows, and Olivia says she was the first to run after Gio. In a dressing room, Cody explains that Brooke Lynn was pregnant with his baby that summer at Camp Martha, that's why she left early, and he drove her to the bus station after she found out. He just assumed she ended the pregnancy. He only found out yesterday that she had the baby. Dante says, so that baby is Gio, and Gio is my son. Cody tells him, yeah. Dante says his brain is short-circuiting and asks if Brooke Lynn knew about Gio. Cody doesn't know and says he'll have to ask her. Act 2, Questions. Lucas joins Liz on the couch to watch the ball, and she asks about his overdressing. He explains that he was working late tonight, and then thought he'd bring the ball to her since she couldn't go. He pulls out a paper crown for her and says he doesn't have one for Lucky, but she says he's running an errand. Lucas then breaks out the bubbly. At the PCPD, Tracy tells Jason that teaming up with Drew was inspired, but he will regret this betrayal. Mac enters the interrogation room and tells Tracy that Diane worked her magic, and she is free to go. As she signs release papers, Jason gets a call and asks what they want him to do. Tracy asks Jason to take her home, but Jason tells her that she has to find another ride as he has somewhere to be. Jason takes off, and Mac tells Tracy the bus stop is out front. At the ball, Carly and Lulu go to the ladies' room. Carly asks how Gio found out. Lulu insists she didn't tell him, but he could have overheard her confronting Lois. Lulu has to find Dante, but Carly tells her no. Carly says Dante needs to hear the truth from Brooke Lynn and Lois, not her. Carly says she set this train in motion and has to get off the track before she gets leveled. Carly says she is going to go watch her daughter perform and suggests Lulu do the same. Outside of the ballroom, Olivia doesn't understand how Lois could keep this from her oldest friend. Dante joins them and is looking for Brooke Lynn. Sonny says nobody knows where she went, not even Chase knows. Dante rushes off, and Sonny stops Chase from going after him. Sonny says this is about Brooke Lynn and Dante now, and they have to let them hash it out. Act 3, Performance Time. Lucy takes to the stage to try to reassure everyone that everything will be okay and introduces Trina and Joss. Trina and Joss perform a song, I'll Be With You. Act 4, Common Ground. At Liz's, she asks Lucas if he wishes he were at the ball, and as she recalls, Brad proposed to him at 1. He recalls Rick proposed to her at 1. Liz laughs as Carly shared a bomb with the audience right after that blew her life up. Liz brings up Wiley performing tonight with the other kids. Lucas was tempted to go see him, but he's not his dad, and it's not his place to fawn all over him. Liz says that here in her living room, He can ooh and ah all over Wiley if he wants to, and they can say inappropriate things. Liz says those kids will be so off-key, and she wonders if Tracy got tazzed on the carpet. Behind the stage at the ball, Kai, Portia, and Curtis are waiting to give Trina flowers. They tell her that she and Joss were the best act of the night. Portia notes that with her act over, she and her father are heading home, as they have to work in the morning, but they encourage Trina to stay. Trina and Kai kiss, and Curtis and Portia head out. Curtis thanks Portia for making that convincing. Portia didn't want to ruin Trina's night as she's so happy. Elsewhere, Carly tells Joss that she and Trina were so good. Joss says they weren't supposed to go on so soon, and it was due to Joe's halting the show. She can't stop thinking about him. Suddenly, Drew and Willow appear, wanting to talk to Carly privately. Joss walks off, and Willow and Drew want to end the fight over the kids, as it's not good for them. Drew asks Carly if she's willing to find common ground with them. Elsewhere, Sonny also tells Olivia the same thing he said to Chase, that they must let Dante handle Brooke Lynn and Lois himself, and all of them need to go back to the ballroom to distract their minds and let their kids do what they need to do. Once alone, Ned tells Chase he's glad that Brooke Lynn had him to confide in, but did she not think he could trust in her own father? Act V, see you in court. Drew tells Carly that they have the upper hand regarding the custody hearing, but they are looking to compromise. Carly would like it if Willow would speak for herself. Drew tells her, "We are one together." Willow says they are willing to let Michael have the kids every other weekend and every other summer. That way, it won't be a burden on the kids if they move to DC. Carly can't believe Drew would take Scout away from the rest of her family right after losing her mother. Drew says it's a fair deal. Carly says she'll see them in court. Willow rushes off, and Drew tells Carly that when she loses Michael's kids, her son will only have her to blame. Elsewhere, Ned can't believe what Brooke Lynn went through as a teen, and that he didn't know. Chase says Brooke Lynn loves him, and she thought the truth might hurt him. Ned wonders if that is what Brooke Lynn thought, or what Lois made her think. Act 6, Homecoming. Lucy lets the audience know they've broken their previous fundraising records and thanks everyone for their support. At Liz's, she and Lucas munch on Aiden's various baked goods while gossiping about what happened at the ball. At the ball, Lucy welcomes 5 up-and-comers to close out the evening and remind them about what is important. Donna, Wiley, James, Scout, and Georgie perform "I'll Be There." Confetti rains down as the kids take their bows, and everyone applauds. Suddenly, Wiley spots his father and calls out, "Daddy." Willow and Drew are stunned, as is everyone else, as Michael stands in the back of the ballroom. Wiley jumps into his dad's arms, and Michael looks at Willow and Drew and says to his boy, "Come on, we are going home." Rory Gibson takes over the role of Michael Corinthos. On the next General Hospital, the ABC show is a rerun for Memorial Day. Thanks for watching, General Hospital fans. If you're loving the drama in Port Charles, smash that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. More explosive updates are coming soon.